To other news now, and South Australia has a new Premier. Weatherill is taking over the reins of power and is announcing his new cabinet. His predecessor, Mike Rann, was forced out by party factions after 10 years as Premier and 17 years as Labor leader. Political reporter Nick Harmson joins me now from the gardens outside Government House in Adelaide. So Nick, Weatherill is now installed as Premier?
Well, Ros, we think so. We've just heard a big round of applause coming from inside Government House behind us, so we presume that means the new Premier has been sworn in. He and a range of his new-look cabinet have wandered in here over the past half hour for this official swearing-in ceremony. A little earlier this morning, the Premier fronted Labor's caucus, where he was officially elected. There were two new ministers elected to his ministry as well. That was all unopposed, and he emerged from that first caucus meeting with a message to his team and to the public.
I spoke to them about my gratitude for the privilege that they've offered me, and I told them I wouldn't let them down.
And Nick, Mike Rann fulfilled his last duty as Premier last night, and it wasn't without incident.
Yes, Ros, he fronted the gala opening of the SA Film Corporation's new studios at Glenside. It was a glittering event, lots of people dressed up. The Premier was there to deliver his last ever speech at a project he's been closely associated with. But it was rained out and he had to go inside, and when he was delivering his speech, a couple of protesters ran up the stairs and approached the Premier, taking issue with the Olympic Dam mine expansion in the state's far north. They were very quickly tackled by two police officers and escorted off the premises. Now this morning the Premier's been lying fairly low. He came here to Government House a little earlier this morning along with his former deputy Kevin Foley. They both resigned officially from the ministry this morning. And I think he's off to have lunch with his wife this afternoon. We had a chat to him as he left Government House.
Can I just say it's been a great honour and a great privilege to be Premier of this state. I just want to thank the people of South Australia, and I'm going to miss you guys as well. So all the best.
Feeling emotional?
I'm not really that kind of person. Take care. Bye.
So Nick, what will be the focus for the new Weatherill government?
Well, certainly it's to put a new face on the existing government, which has been in power for almost 10 years. They want to change an image from one which has been perceived as arrogant to one that is more open and consultative. So the new Premier is being coy about what he will do, but he's hinted that there will be a different framework to the way government operates. He's hopefully going to put a bit more flesh on the bones of what he means by that in his first press conference this afternoon, and we'll see his first keynote speech tomorrow at the State Labor Party conference, an event last year at which Mike Rann was very heavily booed as he entered the building. So hopefully that will be, for Labor's sake, that will be a chance for a fresh start.
Thank you, Nick.